just did. We got off the canvas one. It ain't about the dub with me. It's about you got that will.
Here too. I feel like Lamont definitely won. ING. I feel like Lamont Roach won. I definitely feel like Lamont Roach won. But a draw, like, I mean, it is what it is type shit, you know? I ain't hating on the decision.
At DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin.
I honestly don't know. I don't know. But I can't go back and change it, so.
Lamont, in a shocking turn of events, the once unbreakable partnership between Gervonta Tank Davis and his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, is now on the brink of collapse following a contentious majority draw with Lamont Roach Jr. What was once a deeply respected relationship in the boxing community now appears to be unraveling at the seams. The heated clash at Brooklyn's Barclays Center saw Davis failing to secure the expected knockout victory.
Without that being counted a knockdown, look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe sweat out his eye, he had to wipe sweat out his eye. But the rules do state, if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing.
I mean, definitely an off night for Tank, but Lamont Roach is the guy, man. He showed up, and Tank gave him a tremendous amount of respect in the fight, and we saw why. I mean, he's a great counterpuncher, he's very high boxing IQ. He always says, I hit harder than people think, I hit harder than my record says. He stunned Tank several times. You know, Tank looked like the guy.
Maybe the opponent, Lamont Roach, actually got stronger moving up 5 pounds to 135 pounds. He was able to take Tank shots without ever really being in any serious trouble. That, I think, was unusual and disconcerting for Tank.
Roach Jr., far from being a pushover, put up a formidable fight, and the controversy peaked in the 9th round when a potential knockdown was debated fiercely. Referee Steve Willis appeared to start a count when Tank took a knee, only to surprise many by allowing the bout to proceed without officially marking it as a knockdown. This moment, in hindsight, could have tilted the scales in Roach's favor. As a result, his team is now urging the New York State Athletic Commission to revisit the call and possibly reverse the decision. But the fight is not the only issue at hand.
Yeah, he already said it. That's the difference. And Tank was holding the conversation. Tank said, yo, Tank can't, every fight Tank come and tell me, I'm going to knock him out.
Talk to him. I'm not talking to little Tank anymore. I'm talking to the grown man Tank. For being with him for so many years,
Tensions between Davis and his team, particularly with Ford, have come to the forefront. Tank, who had once claimed Ford would always be by his side, entered this fight without his trainer in the corner. Ford, though stepping away for now, has clarified that the separation isn't permanent, insisting it's a temporary measure. Nonetheless, it's evident that there are external factors influencing Davis's choices.
He gets a lot of criticism for not knocking Lamont out and Lamont not being a big name, so they overblow it.
I think so, yeah, and I feel like people just don't like Tank to a point where any little thing, just because he ain't knock him out, he probably feel as though that he lost, and he didn't, or it was a draw, you know.
I feel like Tank was doing a lot of smart things in the beginning. Moving a little bit too much, but
like Floyd Money Mayweather, one of the greats, one of the legends, one of the GOATs said to himself, Sugar Tank Davis. So we know that Tank Davis loves to be painting his nails, wearing stilettos, wearing them purses. How many pay-per-view buys does this Roach Jr. coming up for 130? How many buys do you think this does, my brother?
I mean, 350.
Look, I want some money tonight. That's all I'm happy for. I want money tonight.
Shakur, tell us something, bro. Like, what did you think about the decision?
I ain't gonna shit on him.
Okay.
We still gotta see each other. He say he wanna fight me, so we gonna fight.
But what do you think about the decision?
I thought Lamont won.
You thought Lamont won. Got you. I'll talk to you later.
Notably, the growing sway of Leonard Alerbe, especially since his departure from Mayweather Promotions. Alerbe's involvement, which Ford has openly criticized, seems to have created a rift within Tank's camp. Several of Davis's closest allies, including Ford, have expressed concern that Alerbe's influence is driving Tank toward decisions that align more with business interests than the sport itself.
And for the fans, you know, who do the conspiracy theory, there's no concerns, you know.
No, we great. We great. Trust me. Y'all want y'all guys to come out and put on that show for y'all. Trust me. Slow down, I'm worrying about you because, boom, he knows that I spend time with my amateurs. You know me, both of y'all know me very well.
Yeah.
Don't I spend time with my amateurs?
Yeah.
All the time. So that's my piece. And he know.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna go. Tank gonna be losing the first 3 rounds. Then he's gonna download the data. Then he gonna knock this dude out in round 7 or 8. Then he gonna do the backflip. Then Jim Gray's gonna get in the ring, or Caleb plants a wife and say, "Who do you want next?" And Tank's gonna say, "I want all those guys." And they're gonna go to the press conference,
contributing to the fracture. Despite these challenges, both Davis and Ford have maintained mutual respect for each other, leaving open the possibility that their split could be temporary.
And it's a big fight.
Right.
And Tank's gonna get every last one of these guys y'all want him to get. You just can't get them all in one night.
Did you see what he tweeted at Shakur?
No, I didn't.
Oh, watching them in camp, it scares me. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that he's doing and his maturity of, how would you...
press conference. Let's look at history. Let's look at his stats.
For sure.
So, again, but how many times y'all came here, y'all, he did, one time he did show me. Y'all with me? And it was good for us to tell you the truth, because when I stepped back in the head Vegas game and I haven't been there, it brought back so much memory.
Y'all don't even know Calvin for CCO. I know Calvin, you know what I mean?
I think it's good with Calvin because it's the first time he's not the head trainer in a while.
Yeah, for sure. Calvin, again, I said Calvin is...
I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont. Like, I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not... This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It's a real good fight.
There's a rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight Raya.
With Tank's career as a future boxing superstar hanging in the balance, the question remains whether he will patch things up with Ford or forge new alliances moving forward. The next steps in his journey could drastically shape his legacy in the sport.
Yeah, without me, without Calvin, it wouldn't be no me. You know what I mean? Because at first, when I came into the...
It was a great event. Great event. It was a great fight. They put in a fantastic performance. Both of them did, for real. Both of them really did put in a fantastic performance. It was a great fight, all that good stuff.
He will always be around. You know what I mean? So that's Pops, like I said. So
talk to me about the mental preparation going to this fight with Lamont. Fans, they kind of sleeping on Lamont, but you know Lamont's fighting style. Y'all fought.
Yeah, people don't know him, but Lamont is a good fighter. Like he ain't no slouch. Like I fought him in the amateurs. Like